This is not Star Wars. Please don't copyright me. YouTube might take down this video if I sing this too well. Enjoy the video. Mando and Grogu movie trailer just released. For those of you that didn't see the community post the other day, I posted about the fact that Mando and Grogu's trailer since Star Wars Celebration spent 150 days on YouTube, and suddenly Disney have taken them all down. 51 minutes ago, the trailer is out in theaters May 22nd, 2026. Right, you get my live reaction to the trailer. That was the Razor Crest with a bit of yellow. That's like the reverse N1. Wait, are they going to explain this or leave this up? Is that? Oh, okay. That's the new main character. This is definitely like season 2, I think, at the start of season 2. No, give him the ball. It'd be cool if we saw Coruscant in the Mandoverse again, because I know we've seen it, but Mando hasn't been there yet, so it's not the same. And what would also be cool? Oh, hey, yeah. So this is mostly the trailer from Star Wars Celebration. Okay, there's quite a bit new about a minute in. Oh, that's not an AT-AT, that's an AT. That's one of the Rebels ones that we see in the animated show. So I assume that's going to be the set. May 26th. Oh, nice. The new Razor Crest with 3 yellow stripes on the top. Yes. Hopefully we don't see the N1 destroyed. What would be sick, right? And I know looking at it, that's just straight up a Razor Crest. But what would be sick is the way the Razor Crest is shaped with the 2 engines and then the long bit of it. I would love to see like an N1 that would then dock with something like the Razor Crest. Something between the two of them would be a crazy combination of speed when needed, and then you've got like the... I think for Mando, especially staying with the bounty hunting, he doesn't need like a Fang Fighter or an N1. He needs that Razor Crest. So I'm excited to see how he gets that back after the last one was obliterated. You know, I need to get some shields on that if he wants to keep that around. But the trailer looks sick. Yeah, cannot wait for that movie. And all the little bits in between around that minute mark. We get like shot, then shot, then shot. We get some like hammer drones from Marvel, but the Star Wars versions. We get, which I was expecting the Death Troopers Lego sets to be that sort of build. That would have been awesome. Maybe we can get a Lego set of that. Yeah, I'm debating seeing that one in cinemas. But the only problem is like a couple months down the line, I think it's 45 to 90 days. It was going to be on Disney Plus. Guess it's new material from any speculations we got for a lot of YouTube creators. Yeah, been there, done that. It's fun. It's fun taking a little look and speculating with it. Let's run through. Let's have a look at the Mando and Grogu trailer. What would I pull from this whilst I'm piecing together Jackson here? All right, beach, but this ain't the California one from Andor. That Razor Crest looks so good. The 3 yellow stripes. It's definitely feeling like with the N1, where it was originally a yellow ship. They kept a few yellow stripes on it. It's kind of like Mando's ship signet. You know, you see a silver ship with yellow markings. That's the Mandalorian, and it does seem to be not just a piece together. Like the other Razor Crest had so much greebling on top that this one's shiny. This one's been bought or like given as a gift. Oh wait, there's obviously Grief Karga won't be in the movie because of the actor's passing. He did give them a house. I don't think Navarro had its own shipyards, but also Cara Dune was in the New Republic, so helping with the Imperials and, you know, defeating Moff Gideon and that, which is all going to go to Mando. I wonder if this has been gifted by the New Republic. That could be quite nice, especially to mention a few characters without their inclusion in the movie, because if they were to just whack like just like Luke drops off the keys or something, or 3PO pops up again, I think most people would have had enough with all the characters popping up. It's nice that Mando's in his own world. Not done with the Imperials though, some sort of Imperial base. I do like the scene at the table with the bowl. It was very much like the meeting of Cara Dune. And also, even season 1, the very first episode where we meet Grief Karga, it was very much like that. That whole, I guess, bounty hunting. Goes back to A New Hope with Han Solo meeting Kenobi and Luke. But that bar, that is some posh establishment. Maybe this is another bounty that draws some... The person in front of Mando, are they headless? Is that just me? There's some Orbesh. It's not too clear, and it's upside down and mirrored. So I'm sure people will be breaking down what that says. No, the person isn't headless. Frame by frame, you can see a head pop out at the end. Oh! I missed the Grogu leap. Some really nice aliens in the background. And Grogu learning to swim. Oh, I missed Zeb as well. You can see Zeb who smashed a stormtrooper. Again, it looks quite fine for Star Wars. We're used to seeing some roughed up things. The light looks like a Death Star. It's got like a gap in the bottom, but it's got a ring around it and then another gap near the top. Not quite at the top. Hello, little Death Star lights lighting up the hallway. Think a YV-929 armored freighter. Could you imagine the bounties he could pick up in this bad boy? That's nuts. Is this... I'm trying to see how many Anzalons are in the sidecar here. Is this the Mando speeder we're going to get? Oh, maybe this is its own speeder. I'm saying this is a sidecar. Maybe this is the Anzalon speeder. Maybe Grogu goes off on his own adventure. Because the movie's called Mandalorian and Grogu. So perhaps this is the Grogu aspect, and that's why it's not just called The Mandalorian. Because whenever Mando parts with Grogu in the show, we follow Mando's side and don't see what Grogu does. This could be an interesting difference for the movie. But I think there's one Anzalon controlling it and then 2 Anzalons and Grogu in the sidecar. I don't think that's going to be the set we get, but it would be welcome. Not bad. And then we see Mando flying up. So what we haven't seen, and I can't show you, but I can describe the trailer that was present at Star Wars Celebration. And it was Mando, after blowing up the AT-AT, is on a speeder, which I think is the January set, and then flies up for that first art wallpaper that we got. It feels like years ago. It was ages ago. And Mando then starts flying up. And this clip in the trailer picks up right there, I believe, of Mando holding Grogu, flying up to a U-wing. I've broken down, so I'm going to have to rebuild that set for next year. I'm going to love rebuilding that. And yeah, flying up to a U-wing, of all things. It's in Grogu's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, waiting for the spin-off show. It'd be a good animation, good like kids show that. It's a bit dark, but it doesn't seem to be children. It seems to be fully grown. Oh, yes, cheering on. Allegedly Rotta. I think this was announced at a panel at Celebration as well. Rotta the Hutt in some fighting arena with Mando in the crowd, but I have a feeling Mando's going to be in that arena. The strong rumor says the minifig for the speeder with Grogu will be the UCS Mando. You doubt it? I doubt it too, Danny. I think it's going to be the same Mando we get in the sets, because the big difference with the UCS one was the UCS one was in the old armor. But I think the rumour for it was they're going back to the darker helmets as opposed to the new ones. Like, I can't see what that is in Grogu's hand. It looks like Star Wars popcorn. I want some of that. These hammer drones. Oh, wow. I've just got a frame with the explosion going off. Left one looks like Doom. Like a motorised Doom. It's levitating. Oh, Grogu's using the Force. Yeah, Mando's on the left and Grogu's just chilling, lifting one up with the Force. Oh, these have got to be a Lego set. And if they are, can we get the designer of the V19 on them? Because I really like the hammer drones from Marvel. And then what is this? This is in the arena. So I guess this is trying to convince Rotta to work with Mando. Maybe Mando wants to pair up with the Hutts, and especially after Boba. With Boba pulling the Hutts off world. Maybe this is like a favour called in. Oh, the explosion in the AT-AT. And that's where Mando flies up. So Mando drives up to the AT-AT on the speeder, and now we get the rest of the story flying out of the front. And it's not an AT-AT, it's like an AT-ACP. Something like that. Don't hold me to that. But it's the one from Rebels, I'm pretty sure, unless they're creating a new version and then Mando flies up to the U-Wing. And I'm sure this is going to be the opening of the movie, because with the sequel trilogy, that's what they did with the trailers. They filled in a lot of the opening and didn't show off much late game. I think Rogue One had like the TIE fighter that was then removed from the entire movie. And there was one clip right at the end, rat bat of some sort. Whoa! I didn't notice that. I think that's the foundling gear that Grogu had initially. It's like the green paint and he uses it to blind the bat. Ha! Hopefully he'll get... I don't know if he'll want wrist rockets. Oh, Grogu and the Anzalons is going to be a great... That's just going to be the best part of the movie, isn't it? Grogu and the Anzalons. All right, back to Jackson. At hand. Mando trailer sneak peek right between. That's looking good though.